Good evening.
Hey girl. Good evening.
We are live and we are
We
on
are.
time.
We're on time. I might be breaking, but we on
What a
time.
day. What a day. What a day.
Let's
So
see
much. Okay.
here.
Let's get the share going and jump right into it.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Share. Hi, everybody. Good evening to all who are here. You're fine, Candace. I can hear everything is fine.
Okay.
All is well.
Well,
No worries.
I said that a long time ago, so that means,
What?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we here tonight. Oh, let me share. Look, I can see us. I'm excited tonight, everybody. A lot of exciting things are happening in just this one day on both of our ends. This is a good day. Stressful, but a great day. So I'm hitting share.
Yes.
We
And as you guys can
are.
see, I am in the car, so if I blink in and out or if I'm breaking up, that's why I'm traveling, so we'll be fine.
All right, here we go. Okay, it's fine. You're steady. We're good. All right, let's get on in here so we can keep our connection. So much is happening. Where do we start? Good evening and welcome to Conversations. If this is your first time here, welcome everyone. Conversations is just a platform where me, Kirsten, and my best friend, we have everyday conversations, the stuff that we would talk about on the phone. We decided, hey, let's go live with our conversations because our conversations are lit. Okay. So we decided to go ahead and go live with our conversations and get others' input on it because I'm sure some people think the same way we do about stuff. So we just want to come live and laugh and chat and kiki. But on today, I did a thing. Okay. I did a thing, guys, and I'm so excited. You have no
I might need
idea
to get on from my
how
phone.
how excited I am today because I did a thing. And the thing that I did was, where's the drum roll? If I had one, I would play it. I launched my business. Woohoo! It's been a long time coming. And I did it, guys. I did it. And you all have been so supportive. And I appreciate you so much. Like it just, it makes me want to cry because I'm so excited. And I just am so thankful to everyone who purchased something today, just gave me a shout out today, who shared the link today, who just showed me love today. And I just really, really appreciate you all. Um, Once we get Candace back, we're going to talk about the product and everything, but let's talk about the journey to getting to where I am now. So, the name of my company is Ashe Butter Boutique. And this idea started for me a long time ago. I started making the whipped shea butter because I couldn't find things in the stores that would suit my skin type and also my children's skin type. So for me, I have extremely dry skin and I'm highly allergic to things that are really, really, really fragrant. So if it has heavy fragrance and it just is not for me because my skin reacts so much to it. So I decided to see. I heard really good things about shea butter. And I was like, well, let me try shea butter because I was one of those people who would just slather my body with Vaseline and slather my children with all kind of products that we're used to using on our skin because that's what we grew up on. But those things just didn't work well for me, especially for my baby. She has eczema, so I can't use everything on her either. So I decided to go ahead and just whip the shea butter. And it just worked miracles for my skin. I don't like to be super greasy either. So the way because if you use shea butter in its raw form, it's kind of hard to use and it's kind of hard to spread and get, moisturize you like you want it. But when you whip it, okay, when you whip it real good, oh, it's the consistency kind of melts. It melts into your skin. So I've been whipping shea butter for some time now. At first, I was just kind of just hustling it, like or something would happen, and my friend would be like, "Girl, yeah, I can't seem to figure out what's going on." I remember one of my friends got sunburned. And the first thing I did, I said, I got something for you. And I brought her a big jar of whipped shea butter. And she used it. And it was soothing and it was healing. And it really, really worked. So Shea Butter Boutique is open for business. And I'm excited. Ken, you got your butter yet? Ken got her. Ken got her butter.
Why didn't I have it out the box yet? Let me get it out the box.
Open it, Ken. I need to know how you're feeling about it.
Okay, girl. So
okay,
I went from okay, so I got both. I've got both the unscented and the scented.
Okay.
I personally love the smell of like butters and stuff. So with the unscented, if you're somebody who prefers not to have that, this is still good. If you can deal, if you like the butter, I like a good butter smell. It's a good clean smell. It doesn't overpower. It melts into the skin, and then once it's in your skin, it kind of, goes to what you want. Not a scented one. It ain't strong either. Good, y'all, like heaven.
Yeah.
Like heaven. I'm letting
it's lightly scented because I wanted people, because everybody likes to have good smells on. So you may want to put your butter on and still spray whatever kind of spray you want to spray on, and it won't conflict with whatever you're wearing. So you can just be moisturized and smell good all day long. Let me see. You putting on your arm? Look, I have a jar right here with me too. I got a jar right here. And it's so nice, guys.
It's the logo and the name for me. It's the product too. But can we just talk about the logo and the name?
We can talk about the logo. We can talk about the logo and we can talk about the name.
Shea, first of all, just means it is done. It
is done. So be it.
That means if you are ashy and if your skin is wrong, you get you some of this. Say, I need some good hydration. What I'm gonna use? Shea said, don't worry about use me. It's done.
It is done.
It is well.
It's done.
It is well.
It is.
Use
it is well. Listen,
it's well.
It is done.
It's on. I love it. First of all, congratulations, friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because this is amazing. I'm so excited for you. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you stepped out of your comfort zone and decided to do something for you, something for yourself, something you can be proud of and call your own. And it is absolutely amazing. So I'm very, very, very excited for you.
Thank you, best friend. And let's get it. See, Ashe, because the word has so many meanings, it just resonates with me so much. Like just my journey through like just mental health and mental wholeness and just, becoming who I am. Ashe is like, hey, the word just sits there and it's like, it is done, Kirsten. Don't you worry about what happened whenever. Just focus on where you're going and it is done. It's done. So that word, it reminds me daily No worries. I got you. It's done. So when you're using Ashe, just think about the word, moisturize yourself, get your self care on, and just enjoy. It is made with love. And I am just so excited for everybody to try it. If you have not tried, let me show you something. I'm going to take you to the site. I'm going to take you to the site because we are up and running. Let's see here. We are up and running. It's at shopashay.com. And I am going to show you all here. Let's see. Can you see it, Can? Is it up?
I can't see it.
You can't see
Not
it?
sure.
It says everyone can see and hear. Okay, how about this? Can you all see it? Because I'm on the screen. Shopashay.com. Are they saying they can see it? Because I can't see the comments today.
No, it doesn't look like. Can y'all see it?
It's
Everything's a little janky today.
it's okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me turn it this way.
Let's
No,
see.
I don't think they can see it at all.
Okay.
And
And it's
congratulations.
and it's probably because I'm backstage. But once you go to the website, you'll see the home screen and you'll see pictures of the butters there, and then it'll show you benefits of shea butter if you're not familiar with it. It moisturizes dry skin, it'll soothe eczema. It helps with stretch marks. Come on now.
It's
Hyperpigmentation and itchy skin, and it works as a mild sunscreen. So get you some shade. It's all natural. I really sticking with the all natural just because I know how sensitive to fragrances I am, and just certain chemicals. There's a lot of things that we're using that are full of junk that are cheaper but are just full of just junk. And we just have to be mindful of the things that we put on our skin because what we put on our skin then goes into our bodies. Yeah, it's topical, but it then goes into, so we have to be mindful of what we're using topically too on our
yes.
skin. So all natural, hand whipped shea butter. So go ahead, shop our shea today.
That's right. That's right.
Shop.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just, I've got some
It-
great role models and people that I am inspired by in this, small business, this Black woman owned business. Okay? Because
Absolutely.
because because
Absolutely.
y'all doing it. Y'all's doing it. Okay. Enough of Ashe. That was great. That felt wonderful.
I love it. Congratulations. This is so good. I'm just good. I'm excited about it. Y'all make
Thank
sure
you.
y'all go shop and get you some butters, body butters, the butter
And there
boutique.
are more scents to come. We only have two now, but just hold tight, and keep checking the site. And every time I post a new one, I'll make sure I post it so you'll know. Alert, alert! We got something new for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, this is good.
Okay, on. On to
Onward.
today's topic, honey. Let's talk about let's talk about parenting, Candace. Let's talk about let's talk about parenting, Candace. Okay. Let's just start.
So
Let's start.
have kids, they said. It'll
That's what
be
they said.
great, they said.
That's what they
But didn't
said.
nobody say that they was gonna get here trying to run your house, requiring the most, talking back, doing what they
Oh,
want to. And let's talk about this no phase. Like I'm sick of this no phase. Don't say I'm sick of no. I don't want to hear
no.
no nobody
No
else. Like
more. I don't want to hear no more. How about that?
I'm over it.
I
How's parenting been for you? Let's start off like how it's been for you first.
okay. Parenting. is probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my whole entire life, because you are responsible for the life of a whole nother person, like their well-being. You have to feed them, you have to clothe them, you have to make sure they're mentally okay. You know what I'm
When
saying?
you're
And
yourself.
when you, so you have to make sure you're checking in, you have to make sure you're giving time, you have to, you have all of these things that you are responsible for. And all I just want to make sure that I'm not damaging nobody, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I'm
Exactly.
giving them everything they want and what they need. So parenting is hard. I started parenting really, really early, right? So what was I, 20? I became a mom at 20, 1920. And I had no idea. I had no idea. I knew that this baby needs me and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna, nope, you're not going to nobody's house. You're gonna stay with me. You gotta be in my eyesight 24/7. I gotta, it was that, it was the over
All
protective thing, and not really giving room for individuality, because you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are you doing? No, you can't do that. No, you can't say that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Just because I wanted to protect. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that's what parents were supposed to do. But I didn't give any room for anything else. You know what I'm saying? And I think we do that a lot as parents because we want to protect so much. We get in the way of personal growth.
yep. And our own, and
And
not just growth, our own personal growth,
yeah, yeah,
our own
yeah,
personal
yeah. Yeah,
having that
we
me time. Yeah. And I started pretty late. I started in my 30s. But even still, I almost feel like I was already. Like,
are you ever though?
and I don't think it's something that you can plan for. I don't think it's something that you can be like, okay, when we get X, Y, and Z in order, then I'm gonna be ready. You can't plan for it. And I think the bump in the road that I ran into is I hadn't accomplished everything that I felt I wanted to accomplish
Hmm.
before having kids. Here I am with, small kids
Hmm.
trying to work, trying to build businesses and feeling frustrated because it's like, and sometimes finding myself like, yeah, I gotta hurry up and grow up so I can do my own, so I can do my own thing, and then
Right,
it's
right,
time to
right, 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 right.
bring into being feeling guilty as a parent. And I would
Oh
say
yes.
experience so far it's been, it has its great moments, but I feel like I bumped into a lot of guilty moments, feeling guilty.
Oh yes. Like, am I giving? Like, I know that I'm trying to do this, but right now I can't really pay attention to you because I really need to do this. But soon as I'm done, we can do this. But and in that, you can kind of see them kind of shrink back, like, but I want to play now. You know what I'm saying? And that hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I just want to do this right now.
Yeah, they
So,
just want to do it. And it's like you're finding yourself. And then I've always said, I'm not going to be the parent to put my kids in front of TV or, these devices and stuff. But then I find myself like, where's my iPad? Find the iPad because I got to
somebody
get in
get
here
it.
and make these products or, that kind of thing. And there's like this constant bumping of the heads because they're little people, like they're little mini people with their own thoughts and ideas and things that they want to do. And all I'm saying is, well, I just need you to do what I'm telling you to do. But then it's almost like, well, girl, I ain't asked to be here. But since I am,
Right,
what
right,
is we
right,
gonna
right,
do?
right. What is we
So,
gonna do? Because I want to
uh,
play.
yeah, and on top of the protection thing, not wanting to send them anywhere, not feeling comfortable sending them to daycare or any place like this.
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
an extra feel of, okay, well, you won't send me where the other kids are and playing, but yet you won't give me the attention
Right,
because you got something to
right.
do. Like, can we just say guilt for 1,000 hours? That's me. That's me. Not
That's
knowing what to do.
me. That is me. And I just, And it's like I am doing my best here. Like
I'm doing my
I'm doing my very, very, very best here. And I just can only hope and pray that my best is enough. You know what I'm saying?
yes, yes, I do. I want to go into these comments and see
I wish I
someone's.
could say,
No, they were just saying, "Hey, sis, and congratulations to you." Congrats, kid, is what they saying.
thank you.
Um, so I wanted to, and I know everybody's talking about it because we were originally going to talk about parenthood and parent guilt and all of that, but I did want to talk about. I want to bring up Kirk.
I posted so you know. Uh oh, that's me. Okay. We're gonna bring up Kirk. We gotta bring up Kirk. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, because I want you to start. I want you to start.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say about Kirk Franklin. First of all, he's never gonna be canceled in my book. I'm never canceling Kirk Franklin, so y'all can stop it with that. Because he's a human and he is parenting a grown man. That's number one. We not talking about Kirk talking to a little kid. He's talking to a 30-something-year-old man who, from my
Yes,
understanding, because I don't know all the business, and no, I don't live with any of them or know any of the business, but from what I've gathered in information, that this is something that's been going on between his son and his family for a while. So it's not just a random day that Kirk decided to cuss his son out. This ain't what it is. It's been ongoing issues and ongoing disrespect. And Kirk had a moment and he snapped. And I am not going to hold that against him at all. And your son is low down, period, point blank. For him to take that conversation and record it, because first of all, his intentions was bad from the beginning because he was ready, set up, and recording, ready to go. Intentions just wrong, man. Like you,
set up.
what did you want out of this?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
Am I
was
breaking up?
like low
He went into
down. Yeah, he went into the conversation trying to ruin his daddy, is what it was. And he wanted everybody to be like, "Ooh, look at Kurt. Nah, we done with Kurt. We done with Kurt." Nah, buddy, you're not getting the response that you wanted. You're not gonna get that. Not from
sorry.
me. You're not.
I'm out here in the sticks. Hello.
Uh huh. You okay? You can talk. I can hear you now. You're good now. It's okay. Yeah, he wanted to get a certain response, and he didn't get it. So I'm not mad at Kurt. I ain't mad at him. I'm not canceling him, and I almost wish he didn't apologize. I kind of felt some kind of way. I feel like Kurt, you don't owe nobody no apology. You
No,
were
I didn't feel.
violated.
Can you hear me,
Mm-hmm.
kid?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. I feel the same way. I don't understand why people feel like they have to go apologize for how they conduct their homes and their households. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, it's because he's in the public eye and he felt like, oh, people are going to feel some type of way because I cussed, you know?
Right.
Hello?
You
But no, you don't owe anybody an apology. And it just makes me feel like, what do you do? It's like, and it brings me to, disciplining your kids and not wanting to do it the wrong way. What's the right or the
right.
wrong way? They definitely do things even as little people, not just adults. It just him being an adult, just even with
Mm-hmm.
little people, they do stuff to test your nerves and test your patience and try you, and to the point where it's like I'm
Oof.
getting ready to smash a knot in you. And we have to think about this is again a grown man who
Yes, he's
wasn't
an
even
adult.
focused. big household who's, over the phone type deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Feel like it was almost like he had to say, I'm gonna bring this in a way where you gonna understand me. Okay. I'm gonna
I'm
bring it
getting
to
on
a
your level. I'm getting
let
on
me
your level.
do it like this because maybe you didn't hear me when I said it nicely. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's make you want to say, because sometimes you be them. Now, I don't cuss as my kids. I don't cuss.
Mm.
But you do feel a cuss word or two rising in your spirit when you done told them 50 11 times to get
Sit.
down, don't touch that, sit back. I know in this car I done said a few times,
Sit
sit
back.
back. So you try your best not to say these things, and then later, you looking like I ain't even have to talk to you like that. When they sleep or something like I
Yeah,
ain't even
yeah,
have to
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah. And or
but
in the midst of it, when I can feel myself snapping, or I didn't have to say it that hard. I can now come to. I'll be like, come here, let me talk to you for a second. That I didn't have to
yeah,
say that to you like that. That wasn't
no,
even right.
I,
And I'm sorry.
and now I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And I guess I just want to know, as parents, they didn't give us a manual. Did no
No, they
manual come
didn't.
out?
Mm-mm.
So it's like, what is the right and wrong way? Who's to say what's right and then what's wrong
There's
in
nobody.
regards to how you feel? Because every kid is different. Even if you've got more than one kid in a household, both of them you
Yes,
raise them the same, but they're different. So you have to approach things differently with
absolutely.
each kid. So who's to say what's right or wrong in the way that you address your children? Because
Um,
I'm like Ricky Smiley. You got parents, it's people right now in the cemetery dead at the hands of their children. Some simply just because they want the
biological
insurance
children.
money.
Yes,
Biological,
baby.
oh, we want the insurance money. Or she just upset me today. X, Y, and
Mm-hmm.
Z. I think I have a hard time with that balance between, wanting to be close to them and have a good relationship and be able to talk,
And
but not to the
discipline.
point where they feel like they can, disrespect me or like I'm your homegirl and you could just say to me, you know what I'm saying? It's hard.
But you know what, Ken? That right there, that whole homegirl thing, I think we got that from our parents or somebody down the line said, you cannot be your child's friend. And I
Yeah,
get it to a certain extent because I want them to be able to talk to me, to not be afraid to say, I feel like this or I don't like this because they'll talk to their friends in a certain way that they wouldn't talk to me. But if I'm approachable to the point where we have that kind of relationship, and I guess if we don't put the word friend on it, it make people feel better. But if we have a relationship where you feel like you can talk to me, I can be your friend. I can be your mama and your
right.
friend too. So I think there
Absolutely.
is a balance. I think there is a balance. I don't think that there's anything wrong with because a lot of people are like, I'm not you. We are not friends. I'm your mom. I'm your mama and your friend too. Because I can be the only friend you got. You know what I'm saying? With the way things are the way right now, with the way the world is set up, I might be your only friend. And I'm fine with that. Because you can trust me. You know what I'm saying? So that whole parents can't be friends thing, I ain't down with that. I ain't down with that. Especially now
Yeah.
that my
Somebody
son
said,
is
I
older.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
now that my
yeah. Now
now
that
that my big one is older, oh, listen, we can be best friends. Like there are things that me
yeah,
and the little one can talk about. I mean, the big one can talk about that me and the little one can't talk about. We cool. It's fine. But he still knows that I'm his mom. So it's a balance. That whole we can't be friends with your kids thing, y'all can stop that.
yeah.
I'm done.
That's what you can cancel. That's what if you want to cancel something, cancel that. Because somebody said,
You can be your kids' friends.
right. I thought earlier maybe if I didn't go so hard when I was mad and disappointed, maybe I wouldn't feel so bad, but not sure because yes, kids do test you for sure. Absolutely. Somebody says, in my opinion, you have to be your child's first best friend. Yes.
I
Teaches
agree.
them boundaries and social adaptability. I agree with that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely agree with that. And I
Yeah.
feel like in that Kirk Franklin situation, I feel like maybe he was just young when he had him. Maybe there
Yeah.
was some drama between him and the mama, so he
Yes.
probably wasn't. a lot. He probably tried to do a lot of compensating and
Yep.
initially, and I think homeboy wants that to continue in so many different
And Kirk
ways.
Franklin like, dude, you grown. Go get your own, buddy.
You can go get your
Go
own. Do
go
you want a relationship with me or no? Or is this
or
just
no.
about claims to fame or whatever it is that you're trying to get out of the
Mm-hmm.
situation? But that's just how I feel. I just feel like now I definitely want to have a relationship, an open relationship where we can talk and we can be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because I understand that my children were born here with a purpose outside of any idea that I feel
Yes.
I have or want for them. They have a whole other purpose. And
Yes.
so for me to be beating them and trying to make them conform into who I feel that they should be is not fair. So
Yeah.
yes, who does not whoop often. I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe and hitting is the answer for everything. That is not my first go to. I do threaten to go get my shoe. I do.
All the
I got a
time.
little flip flop. Get my
All the
shoe
time.
because you're not. That's me. Okay, you know
Because you're
what? Hold
trying
on.
to
You
go get my
trying.
things.
Go get my things. All of them. So I do that, but I do agree that it's important to be their friends because, and I don't want them to feel like every single time, like somebody said, when you're hitting them, you're not changing the problem. You're
Oof.
only adding pain to their flesh. So it hasn't worked on the issue that you do not like. All it has
Mm-hmm.
taught them is that this is what I want to do, and because this is who I am, and I'm going to continue to do it, but I have to do it and not get caught so that she doesn't inflict pain on me. That's all you've taught them. So at
Mm-hmm.
this point, it's like you have to find a way to them
Yep.
to get to the bottom of the problem instead of beating the flesh and just causing pain. And I don't want them
This
sneaking around doing stuff because I'm gonna just do it later so where you don't find me.
I
I don't want you
think
sneaking. I want
I
you
don't want you
coming to me.
thinking.
I want
I
you to find
think it takes a lot of time to parent the right way. And I think a whooping most times is if you whoop your kids, this is a no judgment place. Okay. I'm not saying I ain't never
no
whooped,
judgment.
but I'm just saying a whooping is like this. Let's get this done so I can be done with it. So we whoops and we done. We never sat down to talk about why. We never talked about how you feeling. We never talk about we just skim over all of these things that eventually affect our kids' mental health. And I refuse to be that person. And I don't give a doggone how much time it takes. I'm gonna sit down and we gonna talk about it. And I think that's what it was. Everybody wanted to just get it. Whoop his butt. He'll know. No, he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. He know he's hurting. He know he feels unseen. He know he's scared. He know he feels, left out. He knows those things, but he doesn't know how to express those things to you. So he acts out. You know what I'm saying? So I think parenting is not a lazy feat. Parenting takes lots of time, lots of
And
work
dedication,
and dedication and
commitment.
stress and crying and praying and all of that. So
Yes.
a whooping is just like that ain't nothing. That
That
ain't
is
nothing.
because anybody can hit. Anybody can just hit and be done, but how have you reached them? If anything, I feel like if that is your only form of anything to
Yes.
them, then it is doing nothing but driving them away. You know what I mean? Um, and I work on trying not to the first thing me being upset about stuff and
Yeah.
lashing so where they're like, well,
Yes.
I'm not
That's
gonna
me.
do anything because she's gonna pop off.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
patience and trying to be calm and being chill and stuff like that. I did want to read this comment. Am I still here or have I
Yeah, you
broken
good.
up?
No. You're fine. You're good. You're good.
There's a comment here. If I can get to it, here it is. Can you see it, Kirsten?
Uh-huh. I can see it.
Okay. Said Kirk let his anger get the best of him, and this reminds me to work on my own anger management so I can be a better dad. Now that is true. If
Yes.
anything, he did let that boy get out of his skin.
I'm telling you, dude been getting under his skin though. Dude has been trying Kirk. I listen, dude been trying Kirk, but We have control over our reactions. We do. So it's like, who do we allow? When do we allow ourselves to get to that point? So I agree. I definitely agree. But I'm telling y'all, I am a work in progress, honey. I am still a work in progress. I have a 13-year-old and I have a 5 getting ready to be 6 years old. So I have a gap in between, and they both have to be parented differently. And it takes a special amount of time with one and a special amount of time with the other. So I'm getting me together too. So I can't talk now. Sometimes a belt is quick and easy. I couldn't tell you the last time I whooped, especially that big one. He'll probably look at me like, girl, what are you doing? A bell. We finna do it.
Someone says, I heard some parents say they would rather their child fear them. What's your thoughts on that?
I can't stand that. That's them old mamas, y'all. Y'all know that's them old. I don't like that at all. I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be afraid of me. Now I think it's just the balance. It's the respect. I think they feel like, well, if they not scared of me, then they don't respect me. That's not true. That's not
That's not true.
true. That's not true. And
There's
it
a
and
difference in being and respected. Respect.
yes,
There's a difference.
yeah. That's not true. You can get respect without the child being afraid of you. I would feel that you would be respected more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, no, I can't. I cannot. I do not want my kids to be afraid of me. But
No,
it's
I
it's
don't
it's,
want
it's hard.
me at all. It's no relationship. That I mean, no, I feel like it's like an emotionally abused. Can you imagine like, oh no, I don't like that. Where they're just I can't even raise my hand and say, oh, give me that, and they
Because I
just
think they get ready to get hit.
no, no, none of that. I don't. That's I rather us be respected than for them to fear me.
So,
No
but
thanks.
so then that leads us to here though. How do we still discipline and have a healthy relationship? You know what I'm saying? I guess we kind of hit on it earlier with the actually talking things out and you
Yeah.
know listening. Parents, we got to be active listeners. We're not really that good at actually hearing our kids out. I would say because I can speak for me because we love to put words in their mouth and try to hurry up and complete their sentences and do those things like, so you was doing what? Oh yeah, because you was getting ready to do what? Oh yeah, because I knew. We love to do that. We love to do that. We don't give them
We love
time to even say what it is. We
what they
got to
want
work on being active listeners, man. I'm speaking for myself too. We got to
for
hear them
myself.
out. We got to,
And I
because
feel
we'll be
we
quick.
don't take time. Can y'all hear me?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I don't feel like we take time to explain either. It's quick to say because I said something, and you better, that type of thing. I feel like we have to, if we take the time to sit down and explain to them why you expect certain behavior or why it's not okay to do X, Y, and Z and give a full and thorough explanation, I feel like that's an easy way to get through to it. And sometimes they need a timeout because I be needing a timeout. And I believe timeout works. You go sit over there until we have a minute, and when you're done clowning, then we'll come back together and I'll say, okay, so why did I send you over? Why did I send you off to get
Mm-hmm.
yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What was and why shouldn't you do that? What is the cause behind that? You know what I mean? Make them
Right.
think. Make them some thinkers
Make
and understand
them
for
think.
themselves why they're doing something, or they grow into adults doing things and they have no idea why they do it.
Here
Like,
we
oh, why?
go.
That's my mom and them
Here.
said we had back then. This is just the way we did it. I don't know. Without any,
Mm-hmm.
I'm raising intelligent, you know, think for themselves human beings. I don't want them to be stuck in the world, can't figure stuff out. Like, let me call my mama so and see what she said. What she say. I don't want them to be that
Yeah.
way.
Right, right,
You
right,
call me,
right.
but not because you just can't think for yourself. Because
And you
I'm
can't
always
make a decision,
trying to
child.
make one decision or be able to speak your mind in peace and say, well, I don't like that, mom, because without me saying what it's gonna be, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Raise healthy thinkers that way. I want my
Yeah.
kids to be able to you know, for themselves, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
that's how I
just
feel.
okay, I got a question for you.
Okay.
I have a question for you. So, how do we encourage our children to take pride in who they are as African American children and still be respectful and um, love other races too?
Wait, I missed
Let
the
me
first
give
part.
you an example.
Yeah,
How do we
okay, go.
teach them to love who they are, embrace their African heritage, embrace their melanin, and just build self-confidence in who they are as African American children, and still teach them to love other races, and still be kind and inclusive? How do we do that? Because I'm not sure if I'm doing that right. Because I don't know. I don't know.
So I just feel like when you when love radiates within you and first for yourself, then that's all you have to give to
Yeah, yeah,
others.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know how to respect yourself first, and you know how to love on yourself, and you're in a healthy, loving environment, then that's all you're willing to give. You don't
Mm-hmm.
see anything different. And then you go, and if they bring it to you and they ask, well, what about so and so? Because they skin ain't like mine. Does it glitter like
Uh-huh.
you got an example for that? Does it, and, or, you know what I mean? Are they not black? Are they black girl magic too? I mean, I know I am. Then
Right,
you
right,
just let
right.
them. They're they're beautiful and they're great in their own way, because I'm
Right.
saying your beauty does not put someone else down. You know what I mean? But
Right, right,
I
right.
just like whatever you feel for yourself is usually what you project onto other people. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. You're raising healthy, loving children. Um, then I guess when it comes up, then
It's,
y'all gotta just. But 9 out of 10 times, then they gonna love on other people because they see you doing it.
oh yeah. Because I know with my children, especially with my daughter, there are she has nothing but African American Barbies, and all the books reflect people who look like her, and all she knows is melanin all over the place, right? And I make it my business and I pride myself on that because I want her to always feel good about herself and uplift others that look exactly like her. But in that, I have to make sure that even with her friends in the neighborhood, she's not like, yep, I'm better than you because I'm black. I don't want her doing that because she had recently had a conversation. I was telling you about the conversation that she was having with the little girl down the street. And first, she had her hair cut first because she loves to wear her hair in a big old puff.
Yeah.
And she had her puff covered up when she was outside. And I was like, why are you covering your hair up? Because the majority of our neighbors are Caucasian people. And I was like, why you got your hair covered up? And she was like, well, she was saying that her friend didn't understand it. I said, well, who didn't understand that? She said, because I had to tell him it was just black girl magic, like that. I said, well, what was black girl magic? My hair. I said, oh, like, because I was like, oh, yeah, you right, you right. I said, well, what you say? I told him my hair was magic because I can have curly puffs and I can have braids and I can have straight, and the magic make it change all the time. So last time I only had twists, but this time I got a puff because I have magic. Duh, like that. So then her other friend was like, well, what about white girls? She said, well, maybe you got white girl magic too. I said, oh Lord. So I guess I took that as I must be doing something right because she wanted to include her in the magic. I mean, embrace my own black girl magic, but maybe you got some too. I don't know, but I do know what mine is and how it works. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way and I am teaching her to still be inclusive and love all people, but love yourself more. Like that. So that's all.
Period.
Even
And
and
love yourself.
that's it. So that's it's just the balance between the two.
It's a balance between the two, and I think again, there's no manual,
Hmm.
so we can't really be sure. But I think to be honest, we're doing a really, really good job, friend. I think you're doing a bomb job.
We
Your
trying
children
to.
are, well mannered. They are lots of fun, big personalities, very loving, very welcoming, um, very, inviting. They don't discriminate. They smile. They have a good time. To me, that is a sign of a healthy upbringing, a healthy home, and healthy parenting. You know what I'm saying? To the best of
Hmm.
for your household. And again, it's got to be what works for you as a parent and for
That's
your
it.
home.
That's it.
Because you know how your kids are. And you know if one needs a good cussing out,
You know that.
like the 33-year-old homeboy, or a good I really talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you know exactly what it is that your child needs in
Hmm.
that. And I say, go with your gut and trust it. Now, I do not condone abuse in any way,
Now come on.
like. But now, if you done done something, you done provoked them, and I had to get on your level, and I had to come for you, then okay, just
Mm.
just just trust and believe that it's because you sent for me. You
That's
called
because you sent for me. And parents, I think,
for
and
me.
and I think sometimes parents we have to make sure we handling our own stuff, our own inner stuff, so that we're not projecting that stuff on our children because that's where most of the abuse and the irrationality comes from when it comes to them because it may be something that we are going through personally and then it turns out now we lashing out on everybody. That's why self care and the mental health check ins are important. What you laughing at? What the heck? What somebody say?
No, I was laughing at you and what you were saying. But somebody's saying, be the example. Your kids will see that and want to mirror it later in life, and that's true. Somebody says, if a daughter lost their mother at a young age, do you think that would affect the way she raises her children? In some ways, I think it can. Well, for one, she's going to raise them in the way that, how she is as a person and
Mm,
whoever did raise her. But then also, she may just make cause her to be extra extra all the time. Or something like,
right.
never wanting to leave
Hmm.
them and always wanting to be
I have a wonderful example. I have a
I don't
good
believe it
example
should have.
of that.
It would.
Yeah, I got a good example of that. It's my mama. My mom lost her mom when she was like 7. And my mom grew up. I don't know if she wanted me to tell her business. My mom's telling you a story because it's a good story. My mom grew up in an orphanage. My mom was an orphan. So she wasn't raised by, she was raised by the woman who ran the orphanage, but it wasn't her biological mother. And the example that she saw was a good enough example and what she knew she wanted probably from a mother is what I was given. And if I'm wrong, mama, you can tell me. But what it's like I know how I would want to feel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to make
Yeah.
my child feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So even though I
Right.
didn't have a mom, I know exactly what I want to feel like. So I don't know that you have to have a mother in order to be a good mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be what you would want your kid to be, what you would want your kid to experience. That's real good. That answers it for me.
That
That,
answer
that
that's the answer for me.
answers it for me. And I just feel
Yep.
like at the end of the day, y'all stop canceling it because before Kirk was a gospel singer, he's a man first and a father first. So
Yep.
stop. I'm not gonna say don't cancel his career. Stop canceling these parents who out here just trying to do the very best that they can. You get what I'm saying? Who just
Yes.
out here trying to figure it out because they just trying to do it the way the best they know how. And then we
Yes.
can't judge somebody based off of a little piece snippet of the story. You cannot
Please stop.
judge the story. So I'm taking away from this. I'm going to stop judging myself so harshly too, because I feel like as a mom, I'm doing the very, very, very best that I can with the best
Hmm.
intentions. And the hard work that I'm doing is for all of us to pay off in the end. So I would
Come
say
on.
to parents, stop judging yourself so hard. Stop judging other people so harshly because you don't know the story. You don't know what they've been through with, kids and
Mm.
certain people. Another thing Ricky Smiley said, blood ain't always thicker than water. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sometimes
Hmm.
it's your own family, your own flesh and blood, kids too, that need a good rough talking to or a good cutting off, loving from a distance. And it be sometimes the people that you meet along your journey that becomes closer to you
Hmm.
more than your family.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
we can't be so harsh because parenting is a hard, hard, hard job and we don't have the answers. And
We
we
do
just trying
not.
to, because these little people got some strong opinions
Yes, they
and I'm a
do.
match to not.
Strong opinions, but that is who they are. And we have to make sure we are cultivating that in them so that they can become who they were made to be. It ain't got nothing to
Yes,
do with you. Get yourself, take yourself up out of it. This is
yes,
a human being. This is a life. This is a personality. This is who they are. Make sure you pouring into that baby. Pour in some. Stop
exactly.
whooping them. Stop telling them to shut up. Find them something that will encourage that. Because my baby is a
Yes,
chatterbox. She talks a lot, and it's my job to find something that would help her express herself the way she needs to be. Is it gonna get on my nerves? Yes. But am I gonna
yes.
encourage it? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Stop
Absolutely.
shutting them up and shutting them down.
Stop.
And then shutting them up and shutting them down. Stop doing it to the babies. Let them live their life. It's so annoying. But just go somewhere and woosah. Learn to meditate. Cause I put my little meditation music on in a hot second, and Taylor knows the screen. She see the little things flowing. She like, "Mama, this your blood pressure music." Mommy, you listen to your blood pressure music. I said, "Damn,
Yes.
sure, okay. Well, she scoot on out. She knows she can look at the screen and know what I'm listening to. This your blood
It's a
pressure.
little bit.
It is. It is a
Yes, it
job.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. That
This
was
is good.
good. This was
This is
good.
good. And I'm glad y'all hung in there because I'm on this road. I'm out on this road. But guess what? The
Girl,
grind don't stop. It don't stop
it don't
for
stop.
nobody and nothing. Okay, because I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna show up every single time. Just the way I show up for my babies, I show up in everything else.
You're gonna
So
show up.
yeah, I'm so excited for you again. I really wanted this to be super big and we shared all the I share and everything because launching a business is huge. Like just like parenting is,
Yes,
launching a
honey.
business is huge. Okay.
Listen.
So, you
I
know,
I am just I'm good. I'm full. I'm happy. I feel the support. I feel the love. I'm good. Let's just keep creating good stuff, friend. Let's just
yeah,
let's just
let's
keep creating.
y'all like our shirts. We gotta
Y'all like our matching shirts? Let me scoot in. Y'all like our matching lace? We got flowers and things.
with
We found these shirts. We thought you'd like it.
we said, "Oh, girl, you got one. I got one too. My sister gave me this."
We
So
wear our
that's good.
matching things.
That's good. I think you're a dope person, friend. You're a bomb mama, and now add on to a even better businesswoman. And can we toast our Ashe? Where your butter?
Can we
Let's toast.
toast them? Cheers, girl.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to all the parents, not just moms, but dads too.
Daddies,
Cheers.
pause. Just let me take a
Um,
few minutes for daddies. Okay. Daddies, y'all the MVPs. Okay. We just got to take a few more minutes. We know we've been on here long, but you didn't brought up daddies. And let me tell you something. I don't know much about daddies, okay? Because I didn't grow up with one. I did. I love you, Mr. Freddie. But my biological daddy, I don't know that life. Let me tell you something. Y'all, the real MVPs. I
Yeah,
don't know how I would do anything without the
without
daddy.
without the daddy. No, I'm gonna be just, and I'm gonna go on and give him a shout out because he's a bomb daddy. He is a bomb. That is a bomb man.
Let me
He
tell
is love
you,
their
Uncle
father.
Gus and Uncle
Uncle Gus and
Marmar, let
Uncle
me tell y'all
Daddy.
something. I don't even there's so much I can say about daddies. We might have to have a whole episode about daddies, but
But daddies,
y'all,
because they don't get enough credit
woo,
for what
daddies,
they
we
do.
love y'all. Y'all do
We
a
love y'all.
lot, and we
Yeah.
appreciate y'all so much. Don't let me get in my feelings about it, cause
Don't let me
daddies
get my
be holding it. Can. Because we don't
yeah,
know daddies like that. You know what I'm saying? We
right.
most of our lives it was just the mamas working and busting their tails trying to make sure we so. But to see a dad, an involved father on a daily basis,
Yeah.
it does something for the inner little girl in me, and it
Yes.
does something for me to see my little girl and my
Yeah.
son. Girl, I'm done. Girl, get
I'm
me off the
done. That's enough
screen.
for me.
It does something for me every
It does.
time.
It does because especially as young black men, you know what I
Ooh,
mean? That that stay and they, show up for their family and they're all in. You don't
and
get a
they
lot of that. So
woo. That's a whole nother episode. But daddies, we love you, black
we love
daddies. We appreciate you. Y'all keep doing it. Being a daddy ain't easy. We always talk about being a mom ain't easy. No, 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 no. Being a daddy is a whole different thing. Because you could have chose to say, no, I'm good.
not
I
being
ain't
about
for I don't want to be bothered with this daddy stuff. This
and if
ain't for
I think
me.
I'm to the South now, I can only imagine if the daddy decided like you got it. I could only imagine.
Like, I
So
don't. No,
thank
I
you,
don't. I
daddy.
don't have it.
Thank you, daddies.
Thank you, daddies. It ain't Father's Day or nothing, but we just want you to know that we love y'all. Black daddies, we listen, we
Listen,
got you. We got y'all.
yeah,
We
yeah.
got
And
y'all.
sometimes, and if people feel like Kirk was rough, but he was rough with a whole man. Sometimes you gotta grab them men up and let them know. Put some hair on their chest.
Cause
Put some
some
hair on your chest and have it go. Okay, that was a whole man. Don't be
something about
letting these
her.
men grab these boys up. Because I sure be looking like, okay, well, you ain't gotta be rough
Do
with
them
him.
like that.
Yeah,
Right,
don't you
right.
don't do it like that. But I gotta stay out the way. Let these men
Cause
get with these boys and let them and get them in their places. It's okay.
cause
It's
can't
okay.
nobody teach them how to be a man but another man.
But another man.
And
But
you know,
another man.
I've learned, I know the back end on that, honey. Cause and for a minute, I feel like single
Mm-mm.
mamas, stop it. Can't
Stop
nobody
it.
teach your
And then
son how to be a man, but another man.
and
Now we
then
can do the best we can, and we can give them good examples, but can't nobody do it like another man. Okay, listen, we can go into a whole nother story. Daddies, we love you and we
we love
appreciate
you.
y'all.
We appreciate you. So
Ooh,
so see. Can I see this?
see
I
what?
can. Okay, you guys. Well, I was trying to see the little ending thing, but it's fine. I'll get
It's
to
fine.
it. Okay, you
Tonight
guys,
was
we love you
good.
so much. Thank you so much for hanging with us. And I'm sure the thing was in and out, but we here. We got through it.
And
And
thank you for
again,
coming.
congratulations. Kiki.
Thank you. Whenever you get a minute, go ahead, go on over to www.shopashay.com and pick up your butter. I'm ready to get my shipping on, girl. Look at me. I got
You
orders. I'm about to
ready,
ship things.
you ready,
Hey,
you
it's been
ready.
good. It's been real, y'all. Good night. And thanks
Good
for coming
night.
to Conversations where it's lit
We're lit
and
and everything
everything is lit.
lit.
Good
We
night,
love
everybody.
y'all. Good night.